Well, I think we are live. Good evening. Welcome to JB's Brickbox. I'm JB. Glad you could join me. Hopefully, we can get some folks on here shortly. Tonight, I am building a super exciting set, which I've been looking forward to ever since they announced it, which is the Steamboat Willie set. Here's the instruction manual for it. It's a pretty big set. It's set number 21317. And it has 751 pieces. The set came in three separate bags, or three sets of bags. It's probably the best way of putting it. And I have two of those sets of bags here. This is the first set of bags. This is the second set of bags, and also we have this hull here. Well, these two hull pieces. So I'm not sure when those are going to come in. I actually made a point of not opening the instruction manual before this stream, even though I did get all these pieces laid out. So we're going to give it a few seconds and see if anybody else wants to join in before I start sorting these bricks out. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Monday evening. So anyway, well, let's get started. I'm going to take the set of blocks here or the bricks rather, for step 2. We're going to just set those off way off to the side for now. We'll use those guys later. Those will be out of range here. This is our container with our small pieces in it. We're going to hold this. We're going to just keep these in this container for us to sort through. So I'll keep that one over there. And then the rest of these, we'll get those in a minute. Let's go ahead and get our bricks sorted. We'll go from there. This set is surprisingly colorful. Hey, look what I found. It's a Mickey head. Put him off to the side. Get a new brick separator with this guy. We'll put him over on the pile with the rest of them. I have two more, another teal one and an orange one. I don't necessarily need 3 of them there, but that's what we've got. Goodly number of pieces here tonight, so the plan tonight is to get through half of this build and then do the other half when I do my stream on Wednesday. But who knows, if we start getting some good turnout here, if we start getting folks watching and interested and time's going nice and smoothly, who knows, maybe we'll go ahead and just put the whole darn thing together. But for right now, the plan is to get through the first 2 sets of bags and go from there. several of these yellow guys here. I may not be able to put out these other two containers full of pieces. Might just not have the room to do all that and have space to build. We'll see what we can do. Okay, we'll get that out. Put this guy over here. I think we're going to have to just dig through this particular container because I'm not sure. Yeah, let's see what we can do. We don't have anybody on just yet, so got plenty of time to sort through things and get things lined up the way I want them for this build. Which again is the Steamboat Willie set. It doesn't look like it's going to be the Steamboat Willie set because everything is so colorful, and the Steamboat Willie set is, at least on the outside, not colorful at all. It's all black and white, just like the original cartoon back in the 1920s. Does anybody remember life back in the 1920s? Yeah, me either. Some tire pieces, we'll put those in the back over here. A lot of this stuff will wind up being off frame, unfortunately, but yeah, so be it. Good evening, Zero Signal. Thank you for joining me here on JB's Brick Box. Tonight we're building the Steamboat Willie set. At least we're going to get through at least half of this build tonight, and who knows, maybe more. Who knows what the evening will hold. Right now I'm just sorting through bricks and getting everything sort of in order, and hopefully not painting myself into a corner here with my workspace, but I think folks like to see these pieces all sort of laid out and looking nice. There's a nice little piece there, some corner pieces. I'm going to put some of these smaller pieces in my little glass jars over here, or glass tubs over here, because there's just not going to be room for all the little guys. How's your evening going so far? Or your afternoon, or your morning? This a rather Herculean task here of getting all of these pieces sorted together. Sorry for bumping the microphone there. If you have any friends who are interested in Lego, we'd sure love to have them here. If you want to let them know that we're building, we're going to have a nice, I call it the chillest of chill sessions. Try to nice and calm and relaxed. Easy going, lots of these pieces here. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear your evening is going well, and I hope that watching a little bit of brick building will help. Goodness gracious. Paint myself into a corner here, but that's all right. We'll start getting these guys moved, getting pieces set. Here's our leg piece for Mickey. A little Technic gear. Another piece that's going to go in there. Another one of those. 1x1 plate. Alrighty. I think that it's time to get the instruction manual out. Here's our instruction manual. It's a pretty good size. It starts off with a bunch of information about, in different languages about the cartoon itself, the designers of the set. This is a Lego Ideas set, so if you're not familiar with the Lego Ideas, this design actually came from a Lego fan who submitted it to Lego's Ideas program. Then Lego puts it up for a vote online, and once a project gets 10,000 votes, then Lego will consider it to be built. Once they've decided they're going to build one, they turn the fan design over to their own designers, and they take kind of the fans' idea and they make it into something that'll actually work in an actual Lego set. So it's a really neat program, gets the fans involved, and we get great sets like this one. So anyway, let's see. I think it's going to have us make... Alrighty. Yeah, we're going to make Mickey first, obviously. And then we'll make this little mouse placard here, I believe. That's the Mickey Mouse placard. Yeah, that part's coming up next. But let's go ahead and put Mickey together. Mickey has a little hat piece, which would be in here somewhere. Or in here. There it is. Here's his fancy little sailor hat. And now our Mickey is complete. Looks good. I think he has a guitar also, but I didn't see it. I didn't come across it when I was going through here, so anyway, I think he looks pretty awesome. He's got a little silver on him, which is kind of neat. Instead of just being all black, white, and gray, he's got a little silver on him to make him stand out a little bit. Give him a little bit of zazz. Set that off to the side. Alrighty, step one, we're going to start with 2 of these pieces here. Those will go together like so. And then to those, we will add one of these pieces here, hold them together. And then 2 of these pieces, these little quarter round pieces, like so. Now we're going to take 2 of the white 1x4 plates. Here's 1 and there's 2. And those will be added in here and here. Nope, here. And then 2 1x2 plates, or yeah, they go there and there. Next, we'll add in these other 2 pieces here to make this little rounded off square. There's probably a technical title word for that, a geometrical name for that, but we're going with rounded off square. Next, we'll add these other 2 quarter-round pieces to get us all the way around. And then 2 of these pieces, which will go along the sides here. And then this one single 2x4 black piece will go right in the middle, just like so. Now to that, we're going to add this. I'm going to bring it up to the camera here in a second because it is starting to look vaguely Mickey Mouse-like, which is kind of interesting. See there, you can kind of see where everything is going to go and turn out there. Next up, we're going to add 2 ear pieces. Hey, look, looking even more Mickey Mouse-ish. This fella in the middle, just like so. I'm gonna move. I had a whole piece right here, and my arm kept resting on it. That didn't feel great. And now, add in some ears. There's one. And 2. Oh, get on there. Find the. There you are. It's a symbol known around the world. Now we'll add in this piece right here to the bottom. And we've got a little tiny guy that'll finish up this little gap here. And then we're going to cap it all off with that. The year 1928. I think that turned out pretty nice. Nice little placard. I'm going to set that off to the side for now. Oh, I'm going to set it off to the side, but I'm not done with it yet. Alrighty. I jumped the gun there a little bit. Now I need another 2x4 black piece, which is right there. And to that, we're going to add these 2 fellas that are over here. And those will be added like so. And like so. And then that whole setup will be placed at the bottom of our set, like so. And now we have a placard that stands up on its own. Set that guy off to the side now. Now we can officially set him off to the side. And now we get to start working on the boat. So the boat starts with this fella right here, this little Technic holes piece. And to that, we're going to add 2 of these longer black pieces, just like so. And we needed to hang off one piece. Needed to hang off one little area there. Alrighty. And now I need one more piece like that. There they are. They were hiding. And that guy's all going to go in right there. Looks like we've had somebody banned. Well, anybody, everyone who's out there tonight watching, sure glad to have you with me. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and drop me a quick message in the chat window there. I think we've got ourselves a relatively fun build ahead of us tonight. I love this set, especially so far. You know, it's hard to believe that on the outside of this, oh, a bot, understood. On the outside, this whole set is going to be just a complete black and white set. But on the inside, as you can tell, all beautiful and colorful. And I think that's magnificent. Alrighty, let's add in these two right here and here, and then we'll cap those fellas off with that and a little gear piece, which I'm pretty sure I saw in here, but maybe in the other. Oh, nope, there it is. I knew he was in there. Can't hide from me, fella. You're going in. Good morning, MLG, or good evening. Thank you for joining. Lego hype indeed. Alrighty, I need 2 more of these brown Technic bars. Tossed over here for good measure from a little bit earlier. They're going to go there and there. Now we're going to build some wheels. It looks like I'm going to need 2 wheels. So there's 2 tires, 2 wheels. You know, I read somewhere that Lego is the #1 manufacturer of tires that go on to wheels, like rubber tires for wheels, in the whole world, beating out all of the other companies that make tires for actual cars with their little rubber tires. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but definitely worth a Google. Starting to come right along there. Okay, we're going to add this little sleeve here. And looks like it's time to add in some gears. 1 gear, 2 gears, and 3 gears. 3 little light gray gears. And those fellows are going to go right here along the left side. And 3 all lined up there. And this contraption that you're seeing come to life down here, that's actually going to power the smokestacks on this thing, which actually go up and down just like they do in the cartoon, which again, a nice little, just a beautiful little addition that they've put on here. Alrighty, I'll lock all of those fellas into place just like so. Hey, there you have it. Gamer Mommy 90 with the knowledge. That's right. We try to make our JB's Brick Box fun and soothing and informative. Alrighty, we need a white sleeve. White sleeve. Oh, there he is. Right over here. I'm gonna move these. I can probably move these closer into frame while we're going through these little ones, so you can kind of see the sifting. I'm telling you what, this set is just fantastic. Just how well they've done with it. And I'm not a huge Disney fan by any stretch of the imagination, but they've done such a fantastic job with this set. It is just so well done that I'm delighted to put it together. I've been looking forward to this stream ever since my wife put in the order for this set about a week ago. I've been all jazzed about it, and I think this is going to look wonderful up next to the other Lego Ideas sets that I have. The ship in a bottle and the storybook set, which was really, really nice. The Flintstones house. Now the Flintstones house, I just put that together about a week before I started this channel. And hey, welcome! Thank you for joining us. Is that Parallax? Thank you for joining us. Good to see you. I built that about a week before the Flintstone set, about a week before I started this channel. And I think that I'm going to disassemble it because I have all the stuff, and I can just disassemble it in opposite direction, opposite order, and rebuild it here on the channel, because that was a pretty fun build. I can't say it was the best build, but it was pretty fun. There are some parts of that set that were a little bit monotonous, like around the chimney, the very same-ish. I think that you're right. About 5K sounds about right, at least. But I try to get deals and bargains wherever I can find them. Unfortunately, these Ideas sets you don't really get deals and bargains on them. So if you want them, you kind of got to get them at the price they're asking. Now I did actually have you've probably heard me talk a lot about Facebook Marketplace on here. And I did actually do a Facebook Marketplace transaction today. I bought a bunch of Ninjago sets from a woman here in town. One of them is new in the box. One of them is built but missing one piece. And the last one is it's partially built. So it's about halfway built. And what I think happened is the person who was building it, kind of got midway through this larger set and decided, you know what, this is just not for me, and that's good news for me. Today I am building the Steamboat Willie set, which again, it's hard to believe that this completely black and white build on the outside is just so darn colorful on the inside. Take a look at that. I think it was wonderful. That's we need 2 more wheels. Build those guys right now. Yep, the plan right now is to get through about half of this set today, and then the other half when I'm scheduled to come on Wednesday. But if we really get cooking, we might end up doing the whole thing tonight. It all depends on how excited I get, and if we've got folks on watching, and if it all depends on how fast things go, and I know eventually I'm going to have to get to bed, but for now, it's Lego time. Alrighty, cap this side off with this piece here, and then I was talking with somebody today about how colorful this is on the inside, and they thought that it would have been better if it were just black and white all the way around. But the reason that Lego adds color in for these inside builds especially is so you know which way is which. So I know that yellow is always going to go this way. I believe that's going to be the rear of the vehicle, and the red will go to the forward side. So there is method to what they do here. Okay, now we're going to add in these black pieces and the yellow piece down on the bottom here. There's my yellow piece. And here's where we are after step 16. And this will be the mechanism that drives the steam pipes, the little exhaust pipes, to go up and down. And then there'll be another thing that comes out here to drive. There's a paddle right there, and it'll drive that little paddle. So, oops, sorry for bumping the microphone there. On to step 17. Set that off. Here we go. build this fella here, we're going to need one of those. We're going to need 2 of these. Oh, nope, just one of these yellow pieces here. One of these, or 2 green corner plates. 2 yellow 3x2 angled pieces, or slope pieces, reverse slope pieces, that is. And we need one more of these, of the little ball joint piece right there. So ball joint piece in the middle, yellow plate on top of that, and then another ball joint piece right there. So you get that little ball joint thing there. And then these pieces will flank that particular piece there, and then we'll add these corner pieces right there to sort of hold everything into place. It makes it nice and sturdy. And then that is going to go right here on the yellow side of our build. Just keep on building that out. Now we need 2 orange 1x4 plates, and 2 red bricks, which are right here. And those guys will go here, 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 and here. And then we'll add 2, oops, not there, up here towards the top, just like so. Now we'll add these 2 red guys so they meet up with the black piece, just like so, and they sort of hang off the edge just like that. That's how we build stuff up with Lego. If you're just joining me tonight, I'm building the Steamboat Willie set, the Lego Ideas Mickey Mouse set. We've already built our little Mickey, right there. He's black and white, and this whole boat here will be black and white once it's done. And, oh, and we also built this fella here. This is just a little like a commemorative placard or something. But feel free to chat it up, and if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. Because we are here to interact. We're here to talk Lego. All right, so we'll need this and the black Technic bars. It goes in like so. Little orange sleeve piece. Now we're going to add, oh, we want to put 2 of these fellas together. These 2 rounded Technic bars, or Technic. I'm not that sure what these guys are called. I say it all the time, but I just I can't get too familiar with all of these pieces, because it seems like every time I learn one, there's another that they toss out there, and so I just kind of call them what I see them as. See this guy here? He's a little orange sleeve thingy because he's orange, and he fits on there like a sleeve. This is a modified brick with a little plus sign in it, plus bar. Look at that. Loosen that up a little bit. All right, so that's this whole apparatus. Oh, well, hello, Brick and Nick. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, everyone. We're building the Steamboat Willie set tonight. It's a Lego Ideas set. Where do they want us to put this? Oh, I see. We need to attach this piece here, like so. And then these 2 attach to our bricks, just like so. Now, oh, something isn't right. Try to fix that. There we go. I just had it leaning the wrong way. Look at that. Look at that guy go. Alrighty. So here we are after step 27. Jelly Puff. It is all extraordinarily colorful on the inside, and then once we get to the outer pieces, so what you see in front of you right now are all of the pieces from bag 1 or bags 1. But once we get into bag 2, look at that. Pretty much all of the color goes away. It's all black and white and gray pieces. So it's one of those things, it's kind of like Disney, where it's sure, it might look black and white on the outside, but on the inside, it's all beautiful and colorful and imaginative, whimsical, I guess one could say. So yeah. Anyway, let us continue here with step number 28. We're going to build this little gearbox set here. There's my large gears wearing. Oh, wasn't in a box, or wasn't in one of my jars there. That will attach right there, and we'll just keep on adding to it. Yeah, Jilly, so far this has been a relatively straightforward build. I'm only 29 steps into an entire book. I'm on page 38 of 177 or so. So will it get more difficult? I don't know. We'll find out together, won't we? All right, so we're going to need a green brick here. This long yellow plate will attach there, and we're going to add this orange piece right here. And if you weren't here earlier, I was sort of explaining that the reason that it's all colorful on the inside is to sort of keep track of everything. Sometimes, I know it was particularly helpful with the BB-8 build. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the BB-8 build from several years ago, but everything is so similar on the inside that if everything were the same color, it would be very difficult to follow along and to make sure that you're working in the right area, because each of the sides is designed completely differently. So, yes, exactly what Cool said. Exactly what Cool just said right there. It just helps with just maintaining your bearings, because if this were all black and white, it would be difficult to keep up with where everything goes. You know, it's so much easier to be able to say, okay, this piece goes onto this yellow here, as opposed to this piece goes into that general area that happens to be yellow. So, all right, so we're going to add that in there. I need a green stud piece that's going to fit right in there like so. A green corner piece, which will go around that right there. Sorry if I went out of frame there. Hey, thank you for following, Maddie. Thank you for following so much. We appreciate everybody. You know, the goal, obviously, here, you know, the vision, the ambition here is to grow a nice little following and to become affiliated, and you know, who knows where everything will take us. And as of, well, after this particular build, I'll have almost all of the necessary steps in place to hit affiliate status, except possibly for the number of people following. I had 30 at the beginning, and I need to get up to 50. Now, the number of days streamed, I'll hit that today. The number of hours streamed, I'll hit that. The number of average viewers, I'll hit that. But I definitely need the follows in order to hit that next step. And I don't expect I don't expect to hit that tonight. It's surely not going to discourage me, because, as I've mentioned before, I'd be doing this anyway. So doing this and being able to chat with all you wonderful folks, well, it makes it all the better. So, I almost lost a little piece there. So, and this gear goes right in here, like so. I'm going to set him off to the side while we continue building this. Oh, we only have one more piece, this little Technic sleeve here. And then we're going to need a gray Technic sleeve to go on the outside once we get this part put together. All right, so this is going to attach in like so. And then this will slip on just like that. Martin, thank you for following. Thank you for joining us here at JB's Brick Box. It's lovely to have every single one of you here. It really is. Well, I try to be as happy as possible. I try to make things work as best I can. You know, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and talk about any of the trials and tribulations that come along with life here with you folks, because that's not what you're here to do. You're here to watch Lego builds. You're here to calm down and enjoy watching and listening and just helping to enjoy this. Now, I'm a little concerned here because it seems like, you see how these teeth here, it seems like those should be gripping into this, and they're not. So I'm going to build a little bit further and see if that kind of fixes itself as I build more on. But I don't know. I can't imagine that I've messed something up. It's pretty straightforward right there. So we'll continue on and we'll see how that all works out for us. Add our green piece right there. And that is going to add in right so. And then we're going to take a little brown peg there, and that is going to even us off. Oops, I'm not going to the right spot here, am I? Oh, I see what we're working on here. Here we go. That guy goes in the bottom and then into this red piece right here. So the bar went right through the blue and it's gone through the yellow and the green, and boom, right there. It didn't technically go through the yellow, it went above the yellow. We're not going to be too picky though. Okay. Next, we will add in our other, we're going to build this set, this piece here. Thank you for the raid, Rick and Nick, Brick and Nick. And thank you to all the new folks who've joined as a result of that. I hope you enjoy what you see here. The brick community, the Lego or brick community, I probably shouldn't call it the Lego community, but the brick community here on Twitch has been just wonderful, just phenomenal, and it's a wonderful thing to be a part of. So glad to be here. Add these folks in here. That guy's still not quite catching. Oh, I see. That's why. I had this guy one too far, one brick or one stud too far back. Okay. So we'll add in our stud pieces here and here. Boy, this is such a colorful build. This is one of those things where you build it, you get it all the way built, and you put it up on a shelf, and then people come over and see it, and they're like, "Oh wow, cool! That's such a neat set that's all black and white like that." And and only you know that it's not just black and white, that it's just so rainbowy on the inside. Anyway, let's move on to step 37 here. We're going to make another one of those. We'll put this one in the right spot, like so. And then we're going to take this black Technic bar and just like surgery, right on in there. And then we'll get a gray sleeve, light gray sleeve. Does it want to have a sleeve in the middle? Nope, no sleeve in the middle. I thought maybe they might want a sleeve right here, because see, there's a red sleeve here, but it looks like we're going to do without that. Alrighty, moving on to step 39. We'll set that off to the side because it looks like we have a little sub build to make, very similar to what we put on the back there a little earlier. We're going to need this yellow 2x 1x2. We'll need these two 1x2 modified ball pieces, and two of these fellas, and two of these green corner pieces. So just like before, this will all build up like so. Where's everyone watching from tonight? Do I have an international crowd tonight? And you don't have to be shy about chiming in. It's starting to look like a boat, isn't it? Sure is. Okay, and then we'll add these blue pieces right here, just like our red pieces on the back there. And then we'll take the blue pieces off. Oh wait, are we going to take the pieces off? Yes, we are going to take the blue pieces off, and we're going to actually put them where they belong. There we go. One too far back, one more time, and then this red guy goes across and fills that gap just like so. That's a nice, it's a nice sturdy build right there. Oh, well, congratulations. I hope that continues for you, Parallax. All right, so we've got Australia, we have French, and that's wonderful. Yes, keep it up. Keep up the good work. If there's anything I can do to give you some words of encouragement, I'm happy to do that. But it sounds like you are doing awesome on your own. Well, I'm sure you have your own support structure there, but keep it up. Keep it up. Wonderful to hear. All right, so I'm gonna add these two orange 1x2 pieces right here. I need two green corner pieces, which will go... Where do we want these green corner pieces to go? Lego, where do you want these to be? Let's see, they're going somewhere in the front right up here. Looks like so and like so. Is that right? Yep, that's right. Okay. And then I need two black 1x2 plates. And those will go right here and here. Doing great so far. What a cool little build this has been so far. Thank you so much for joining with me to build this with me. Like I said, I expect this to be a two-part build because I'd like to be able to savor some of it. You know what I mean? Don't want to get it all done tonight and then be like, oh, I wish I would have taken a little bit more time, a little more care with that particular set. Look at how that just sort of becomes a hull, you know, just like so. right, so there's step 42 out of the way. It looks like we are getting near the bottom of bag number 1. I'm going to set this off to the side right now because it appears that we want to build 2 of these. These are going to be our main hull pieces, I believe. So I'm going to set that off to the side, and we're going to build both of those at the same time. So there's one of these and one of these. Bring that over there. Just like so. And like so. And then another one goes on top. Just like that. And like that. If you were here earlier, you saw that I built, actually I can show it to you real quick. I can tell you exactly how this is all going to go together later. There's 2 balls right here, 2 little ball joints there, and those are going to snap into place with this guy. So that ball joint is going to be what holds this into place. So, but let's move on. These 2 white bricks, white 2x2 bricks, and then our red corner pieces that go in like so. Red corner pieces that go in like so. And then we'll put a yellow guy underneath there to give them a little bit more stability. Now we're going to add in these fellas here, these angled plates. And they're going to go like so. Do it to the other guy too. Like so. Now we'll add in, we need 2 of these and 2 of these on each one. Those pieces are going to go to the back, just like so. And like so. Add in this piece right there. And now we'll do the same thing to this friend over here. I do believe that we are caught up here, so let's add in hope something tightens those pieces down here soon. Like so. And like so. Just like that. All right, so that catches both of these up. Oh, again, that guy's off there, but that's all right. Step 50. Looks like we're going to just add these large front hull pieces right onto there. And sometimes even with a good amount of light, my older eyes have a hard time lining these blacker pieces up, the darker pieces up. But we got that guy just fine, and we'll get this one just fine, and we'll carry on. Just like so. Just like that. Alrighty. All right, there we are. Now we'll add 2 of these corner pieces onto each one, and it looks like my next step is going to require 2 more for each one, so we'll go ahead and get those ahead of time, and also one each of these blue pieces here. So these pieces will go in as follows, right like that, and like that, and then over on his friend over here. Like that, and like that. Now we'll add in this blue piece here in the middle, and 2 more of these corner pieces like so. Kind of building that piece up there. Probably noticed that. And each of these pieces is actually helping to hold the rest of them together. And now we add in 4 of these curved pieces onto each one. Oh, that guy's got a nasty little blemish on him. I'll buff that out later. Just never know when, you know, what's going to happen during shipping. So you said you've never built like this before? Is that what you were getting at? I keep a little rag handy because I don't like fingerprints on my sets. So if I can avoid that, try to do that, keep the shine up and shiny. So now these pieces just kind of stretch across like so, and those will hold all these other pieces into place. Make sure they're nice and secure there. Just like so. Okay, moving on to step 54, we're going to just add in some more of these corner pieces, and those are just going to sort of build out the sides, just like that. I mean, we're definitely making a boat here. No 2 ways about it. And then onto that, we'll add this. Just like that. And now I'm going to do that to the other. One, 2, 3, and oops, and 4. And then this piece goes just like so, and boom. We've got ourselves a hull. Now both of these are going to add in, and just like I told you they were going to. Now this is interesting because it's upside down. See, we're going to add, this is all right side up. You can tell it has the regular studs there on the top. We're going to add that in. It's going to be upside down. So we're going to have studs and understuds or anti-studs underneath. Wow, that fits in nice and tight, doesn't it? And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. It's an interesting little concept there, that upside down building, but it surely does work. BTB, Between the Bricks, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who's come on to watch this this stream. Everyone who's taken time out of their evening. All right, so let's add in. Oh, we're going to build these 2 pieces first. So we need, I believe we have 2 separate types of this. So we need that one and this one. And that'll build out like so. And we're going to make 2 of those. Here and here. And then these will go on to the back. They just attach to this red part here. Now that's not going to attach very well. I mean, it's going to attach just fine, but it's going to be a little, I guess it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that goes there and here. And then we're going to do the same thing in the opposite direction for the other side. Oh, one more. Just like so. Now, I think that I may have forgotten a step earlier, but we're going to fix that right now. I didn't see they wanted me to build 2 of these already. I knew I was going to have to, but we'll finish out this side of the hull right over here. And just like that. Now we're going to build these in the opposite direction. Like so. And like so. And then those guys are going to finish out right over here and here. Justin, I agree. It's been a fun build so far. It has been a very fun build so far. All right, so that's step number 58. Next, we're going to add in this orange piece and 4 of these guys here. This orange piece is going to go right up here. Is that right? Yep. Just like so. And then these 4 will go here, 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 and here. Gives us some places to build on the sides there. And then we want to add in these 2 little bar pieces, the front and back. Yeah, Justin, the plan is to go about halfway. I'm going to probably get through, there are 3 separate bag setups for this set. I kind of thought there would be more, but I'm going to go through at least the first 2 bags today, and we'll see where we are. As of right now, probably going to stop after bag number 2, just because, you know, we don't want to get it all done in one night. You know, that's we want to be able to savor some of this and be able to enjoy it. Oh, let's move that over 1, just like so. And then that fella is going to go right there. And then we have these 2, which will go here. And, oh, that's a 1928 piece. Here. Now, 1928, look at that. Toot toot. And that piece will go like so. Oh, hey, there's 2 1928 pieces. My goodness, I didn't even notice that. But that's great. I'm not Tony. I don't understand it either. I don't understand the whole Fortnite craze myself, but more power to them. I'm not here to get in their way. They're welcome to enjoy that if that's what they want to do, but it is certainly not for me. I mean, and I do enjoy video games, but I've just never gotten into that. Anyway, here's our leftover pieces from bag number 1. A couple of sleeves. Little Technic piece there, 1 green stud, and one white plate. Off into the bin they go. And yes, definitely a Lego VIP member. In fact, I've got some, hopefully some Lego. In fact, I saved, I think, $5 on this particular set with my Lego VIP points. And I think we saved 15 when we bought the Apocalypseburg set. So, all right. So the first step of the second set of bags is to add this in. I'm going to add this on first, and then we're going to go ahead and sort through bag 2. So let's add that fella right onto the top just like so. And my goodness, we have got ourselves a boat. This is a little bigger than I expected it to be. And you can kind of see how the mechanism works as you drive it along. You see this bar right there is spinning, and then this guy's going up and down, and he's going to push those the steam pipes up and down in unison. I think you're right, Parallax. We'll let the Fortnite crowd enjoy whatever they're doing, and we'll stay here and we'll build Lego and keep each other company and just have a nice, pleasant time over here. Okay, so we're going to keep those guys in there. In fact, I'm going to transfer these to the larger one so I have a little bit of sifting room. Sorry if that was a little loud. I believe that what Gamer Mommy 90 is trying to tell you is that it probably should be the other way around, where kids like Lego and men like Fortnite, because it's a video game of running around and shooting folks. Anyway, and here's what we have. I'm going to set this boat off to the side here, and let's sort through. This is a less varied set of pieces, it appears. Thank you to everybody who came over and decided that this channel, that what I'm doing here is something that's worth your time, something that's worth following and enjoying. Turn those notifications on. I plan on doing this every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday night. The Sunday night ones will probably be a little bit shorter. I've got some special builds planned for Easter, and as of right now, these will all just be official Lego builds. I'm not probably going to do a whole lot of mock stuff where I build things from scratch, because I think that particular process just takes too long to be entertaining or amusing. Maybe someday in the future, if we can amass a nice following and a nice set of people who want to be here, we can maybe build something together where everybody gets to look at all the pieces I've got laid out, and we can figure out how we want to progress, how we want everything to go, and work something out together as a team. I think that'd be a kind of a neat thing to do. Here, that's an interesting piece right there. It's like a little double corner piece, something like that. I've never seen that piece before. I've got two of them. It's obviously an official Lego piece, because Lego generally does not make new pieces or won't make new molds for the Ideas sets. It's one of the constraints of the Ideas program, the program that allows fans to design their own things for Lego to consider making into actual sets. Hey, I found a cat. Is anybody missing a... Oh no, that's not a cat, that's a bird. We wouldn't want a cat on a ship run by mice, would we? A little black and white bird. We'll put him over by Mickey for now. Awesome, Darkside. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're so glad to have you here with us. We are just beginning, just to catch you up here, we're just beginning the second set of bags for the Steamboat Willie set, and I will show you where we are so far on that set here in just a moment after I get these pieces all knolled out here. Get them nice and separated just so we can kind of catch where all of them are going to be. But man, it's just wonderful to have everybody here with me, and we can join in this wonderful set together. I mean, what else are we going to do on a Monday night, huh? I was mentioning earlier, it looks like I will probably hit all of the little bars that you have to hit in order to become affiliated. I'm going to hit most of those tonight. The only one that I won't hit tonight is the number of followers. And the only one that I don't expect to hit tonight is the number of followers bar, because I have to hit 50 followers in order to get affiliated, And right now I stand in the low 30s. So follows are fantastic. Appreciate it. Okay, so those pieces are all set out. I'm not going to go through these and lay them out like this, just because it'll take a little bit too much time, and I think it's going to take up too much space, and I don't want to lose out on too much of my building space, because as you can see, look at that guy. Here's what he looks like so far. For those of you who are just joining me, there's where we are. Built together all the little mechanics there, and if you look at it from this angle, absolutely no color whatsoever. Now if you look at it from the bottom, you're going to have a little color there, but that's all right. It's cool. Like I said, the color on the inside, that's kind of like our little secret, or the little secret you can keep at home. So when somebody comes by and sees this set and they're like, oh, how cool, that's black and white. Nope, it's all colorful on the inside. Alrighty, so that guy goes in there, and now we're going to need 2 of the angled pieces. Now, I'm going to ask those folks out there who build with Lego often, these little corner pieces, or these little angled pieces here, you know, there's 2 separate pieces, one goes one way and one goes the other. Does that ever trip you up? Do you ever find yourself, hey, I need 2, I need one that goes each way, and you reach into your pile, and I've just pulled out 3 of the same in a row, 4 of the same in a row. Now where are the ones that go the other way? Did they sneak those into this other container over here? Did they sneak this into a whole separate? They sure did. Oh well, there you have it. Anyway, I'm going to grab 2 each of these particular pieces. We'll set those guys off to the side over there so we know where they are. And now these pieces will go right up in here. Is that right? Yep, that's sure right. And right here. And there. Give us a little bit of angling in there. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Darkside. I am glad I'm not the only one. I know that that's one of the frustrations that you get sometimes when you're building Lego, because you're like, why aren't these the same? And not just these little tiny guys, but there's the medium size and the larger size ones too. And seems like I always want to move one way or the other. You know what I mean. I'm just rambling. All right, so there's those 2 pieces. Now we need 2 of the 3 wide plates there, and 2 of the 2 wide, which may actually be over in this one here. Nope, they're here. There's 1 back in there, green stud, and 2. Ta-da! Alrighty, so these pieces are going to go. Oh, I need 3 of those. Jumping the gun here. You know, the thing about finding a Lego piece is it's always in the last place you look. Oh, there it is, right there. Other one. Ta-da. Okay. So these we're going to go right across here like so. Give ourselves a nice little deck. All right, everybody. There we are. More of them. Okay, let's find some more of them. We need 2. Oh, look at that. That was easy. And just for good measure, that guy too. So those pieces go there. And And where do the other pieces go? Let's see. So it's telling me I need to put one of these on. And, oh, I see. One goes here on the back, and the other one goes here. That's my fault for looking for something symmetrical. So, just like so. Hello, Prince Crow. Caro. Prince Row. Prince Row, there we go. Sorry, so I have to glance off to the side to read my my computer screen, and it's the text is a little bit small. And if I butcher your name, feel free to call me out on it, and I'll try to get it right the next time. Get two of these longer pieces like so. Those guys are going to go here, here, and here. Call you Prince. Alrighty, Prince. I will do that. Welcome and thank you for joining me here as we build this Steamboat Willie set. I have been looking forward to this set since the first time I saw them post this on Facebook, and I was actually rather surprised at how easy I was able to get it on the day that they launched, because I thought that this is going to be one of those sets that everybody wants to buy, even if they're not into Lego, because Mickey Mouse has such an enormous following that I thought that that we would be competing with some of the Mickey Mouse crowd in getting this, just because it's a vintage Mickey Mouse thing. Mickey Mouse vintage stuff has been pretty in the past year or so, because it is the 90th anniversary. Step 73. We need 2 white corner plates. There's 1 and 2. 1 1x4 plate. 1 of the modified 1x4s. 2 of the modified 1x4s. There they are. And we'll get these added in here. So, have we missed a step here? Beep, beep. Looks like we should have let's see. Yeah, it looks like we definitely need 2 more of those. Where did I miss that step? Where did I miss that step? Anyway, well, we know what needs to happen, so let's go ahead and just make it happen. One of these goes here, and one of these goes here. That will certainly not come back to bite us later. Alrighty, so from here, we'll put one of these corner pieces like so, and the other one over here like so, and then modified plate there, and a modified plate there. You get a modified plate, and you get a modified plate. Everybody gets modified plates tonight. Maybe they will make that set. You never know. You just never know. I kind of thought that the Christmas Story set a couple of years back was going to wind up getting greenlit, and sure enough, it didn't. But you never know. It's so difficult with those licensed sets. They have to get so much permission from so many people. You know, we bought that Big Bang Theory set several years ago, and you know, you figure that's not only do they have to license the show, but they have to license every single actor from that show that's depicted within the show. So it might be one of those matters where they're not able to get the permissions that they need, or they may not feel like going after the permissions that they need, or they'll find out that the permissions that they need are going to cost more than they'll actually make on the set, so they'll just decide not to do it anyway. Cost benefit analysis. Add these two little clips right in here. That's pretty cool. Let's get through in the next step, and I'll bring it up to the camera and we can take a closer look at it. What do you say? I need 3 1x2s. The modified type is 1, 2, and 3. Oops, sorry for the clink there. And those guys will go here and here. Seems like some of this white is washing out on the screen up, or on the lights. Maybe you can point this one a little bit further away, like so. There we go. Well, there's where we are so far. That's after 75 steps. We have our working innards, and we have a full hull. Little 1928 placard there. And as I mentioned before, I think this is actually a little bit bigger than I expected it to be. I mean, I don't know if I was expecting it to be huge, but there we are. I said it was after 75, not to be too caught up on details, but that was actually after 76 steps. Moving on to step 77, we'll need 1 of those, 1 of these, and 1 of these 3x1 bricks. And we're going to start building up in the back, it looks like here. So that goes there. This goes here facing outward, and this guy goes right here on the end. So what got everybody into Lego, the folks that are on here tonight? What got you guys into Lego? Into building and whatnot? And have you been doing it your whole life? Is this something that you did since you were a kid, or is it something you sort of picked up as an adult, as a grown-up? You were like, hey, I think I'm going to try that, or something along those lines. You need a 1x4 plate that is not in there. There you are. I think that's the last one. And that guy goes right here. Starting to catch a little bit of the height here. Starting to build her up. Need 4 of these 1x1 bricks, and 2 of these bricks that are modified that have the clips on them. 1 and where's the other guy? There he is. There you are. Okay. So those pieces will go in. Oh, sorry for bumping the microphone there. Here. And it looks like we're going to go clip piece, non-clip piece. Same here. Same here. I mentioned before, but the main thing that got me into Lego as a grown-up was, well, something is not right here. Let's see. What is not? Oh, no, it's right. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun there, but that's definitely all correct. I started getting into Lego mainly. My wife was enjoying the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings sets, but then we decided that we wanted to try the Lego Dimension set, so we bought a starter set of that, and that's what sort of got me used to buying Lego, because boy, we sure bought a lot of those. In fact, we have an entire set of Lego Dimensions right in here. It says that this piece goes in here, but I don't see how that's going to go in with that little... See, it wants this piece to go down in here. but I can't get it there because there's a little nub on this. Unless it actually wants them there, which is probably more likely. There we go. 2 of these sand blue pieces here. I'm reading what you have to say here. 501st Legion. That's what I think it is, isn't it? Is that the Stormtrooper Guild? Am I right there? Oh, I hope I'm right there. Alrighty. 1, 2 of those, and 2 of these. And this is all going to go like so. Oh, we're building on the front here now. Here. And here. Ah, yes, wonderful. For some reason, I thought that it was just stormtroopers. I thought that it was that was the main focus, was folks that had really, really extremely well done, guild approved stormtrooper outfits. But I guess yeah, it could be the entire cast. Well, that's cool. I don't think I have any costumes that make me look like anybody in Star Wars. You need 2 clip pieces, just like so. Here we are. And now we're going to use this other side of the whole piece. Wow, this guy's really coming together. I mean, obviously it's really coming together, but it's just always so wonderful to see these bricks come together and form something so beautiful. Oh wow, that's quite a collection you've got there. Now, are those costumes that you've built yourself, or did you buy them, or did a little bit of both? You buy like maybe a stock costume and you make it your own, you make it a little bit, because I mean, I know a lot of the stock costumes that you can buy are not really the most canonical. All right, so let's add in these pieces here. Let's make sure I've got this right. Okay. Like so. It's like a little false floor there. Now that's all supposed to be even. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, beep, beep, beep. I've got to do reverse, just like a nice big one of those work trucks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use this fella to get those guys out. Try not to send them across the room. That all seemed wrong, and it sure was. There we go. Thanks, Gamer Mommy 90. Okay, so now we'll move on to step 87, which is to place these 2 pieces like so. Hey, that looks a lot more like the pictures, huh? And then these 2 pieces like so. Oh, so you have to have them like specially fit for you? Are you a little short for a stormtrooper? Ha ha ha. How often do you hear that when you're out and about dressed as one of those characters? All right, so I need one of those. Actually, I need two of those. Let's find one more. There's another one. And then I need two corners. Jeff Hopper in here. Yep, there's one. And here's the other one. Okay. So those pieces are going to be added in somewhere. Let's see, where do we want these? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong step. We're going to go here, 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 and here. Your wife's a little short to be a stormtrooper. You're a little short for a stormtrooper. All right, one and two of those guys. And they're going to go here and here. One, two of those, and a little hilt piece. It's like a candlestick piece. I never know quite what to call those pieces right there. There's probably a technical name for them, definitely. I just say a little candlestick piece, or a little, like, it looks like a little telescope too, maybe. All right, so that piece is going to go there, and then these others are going to just kind of stretch across, like so. Just like that. Telescope, that's correct. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're going to use 3 of these. I can't promise I'll always get those right. Like I said, I am a Lego hobbyist. I definitely enjoy doing what I do, but as far as getting down to the nitty-gritty with learning all of the part names and all the specific colors and things, I just don't have the brain for it. Okay, now I need these corner pieces again, and I need a cheese wedge piece, just like so. Actually, Justin, I honestly, I think I'm probably just going to get through this portion, and then I'm going to save the third set of bags for Wednesday, because it's 10 o'clock here. I'm going to save the third set of bags for Wednesday, and what I'll do is I'll have something on standby to build along with that, just in case that particular part of the build goes quickly. So, all right, so we got that guy there, like so. I need 2 of those, and then I need 2 that go the other way. Here's 1 and 2. And those guys, just like on the other side, they'll fill in the little gaps over here. I hope you come to watch me finish this product off on Wednesday evening, about the same time, about 8:30 Central Time. So, however that works to where you live. So Thursday morning for you folks out in Australia on the other side. Okay, so we're building the deck on the other side. And there. And then these 2. I've made a small error, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to show you what that error is here. It's really silly. But these 3 pieces here were supposed to be here, and these 2 pieces here were supposed to be here. Please don't call me out on that. I don't want to peel those pieces all out. Run the risk of having them fling across the room. So when I post to Instagram, hey, I've finished this portion of the build, check it out, you guys can comment on it and say, hey, you messed that one part up pretty bad. Okay, so that'll go like so, and like so, and Okay, on to step number 95. We are almost in triple digits, folks. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? An hour and a half ago, we had nothing but a pile of bricks, and now we have almost an entire ship hull. These two little bracket pieces there hold those guys into place. When we get to step 100, I'll go ahead and pause for a moment, and we can take a look around at what we've got built so far. I hope you guys don't get sick of hearing me say that I'm just delighted to have everybody here with me to build and to enjoy Lego together with me. It's awesome. I try to focus a lot around. I had some people that had brought up that I should have music on in the background, and I might still consider doing that. But for now, I think that it's nice to not have music, because I think it's nice to be able to, if I'm not talking, to just be able to hear, you know, stuff like that. It kind of adds to the whole build process here. Okay, these folks are going to go, these two stud pieces are going to go here and here, like so. And then I need two yellow pieces that will go here and here. Now we're into the bricks again. So we need that corner piece to go there. Kind of mimic it on the other side. And then these two bricks are over here. Let me see if I can get that into frame so we can watch that happen. Okay, one more stack of those fellas there. We'll put some windows on. Try to make sure the windows are facing the same way. It says holes out, so we're going to put holes out. The window pieces, if you're not familiar, let me see. There we go. There's a little hole there that takes the window piece, and it is on one side, but it is not on the other. So on these, you'll notice that there's a little framework in there that is not present on the other side. So it does make a difference. It's a very, very minor difference, but it does make a difference. And now we'll take two of these fellas and get them all stacked up on here. All right, 100 steps done. Here's what we have so far. I just showed this a few moments ago, so not a whole lot has changed, but we're building up along the top here. And boy, that looks neat. I like that a lot. I'm glad we took the plunge and bought this set. All right. So next we've got a little sub build, so I'm going to move our ship off to the side. We need that, one of these, modified, that's a little Technic tower bar piece there. One of these. My guess is we're going to need all of these pieces one more time, and they're going to go together in the opposite order. We're going to build something for one side, and then we're going to build it again for the other. So I'm going to get this door out of the way. So here's how all of this goes together. This black piece goes in the center of the yellow piece, and then that whole thing attaches like so to that piece. That's the piece I was talking about earlier. For you new folks around here, this is the first time I've ever seen a piece like that. It's like it'll go onto a wall, and you've got a plate that sort of centers it out. It's almost like one of those jumper pieces, but instead of it jumping this way, it jumps this way. Well, that's pretty cool. Anyway, so this will go on top like so, and then That guy goes there, and then this will hold it all together. Just like so. Then we'll put this guy on top of here. Oh, nope. Beep, beep, beep. Back up a little bit. Put that in the middle. And just that little tiny lip there will hold this bar in place. Now that is going to all attach into our let's see, where do you want this? I'm not sure if I fully understand what they want me to do here. I wonder if that's supposed to just sit there. That looks right. I think that's supposed to just sit there. And we'll build something else that'll hold that in place. Because that is what it does. And I think that this is going to be one of our chimneys. It's going to go up and down like so. All right, we need one of these guys, and that's going to go here in the middle, like so. And then this orange 1x4 piece will go right there. Look at that, to hold the piece, that into place. Next up, we got a little sub build, so he'll go off to the side. One of those, a black 1x2. Modified red piece. Actually, we need both of those. And this little guy right here. Oops, I think let's go on the black. I think so. And then the yellow piece. Like so, and then blue. And all of that will attach back to our hull assembly. Right here. So you see what we've done there is we've made it so that piece is sort of locked into place there. So when we spin the wheels, that guy's going to go up and down just like so. Pretty neat. Hopper, is good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. That's another one of my viewers from down under. Glad you could join us tonight, Mr. Hoppers. Actually winding down tonight, but that's all right. You get to watch the end of this stream as we prepare for the finale on this particular build that'll come up on Wednesday. Get through that. Oh, this piece there and that piece like so. It's coming together nicely. All that white is kind of blaring out on my camera there. But you guys get the picture. We'll use these two green corner pieces here to sort of hold everything into place. Keep everything in line. Got to keep everything in line, don't we? We don't want that. We don't want this piece stepping out of line. Give them a little bottom bar there. Now we need two of our 2 wide cheese wedge pieces. It's my favorite frog from down under. Side to side like so. This piece goes in here. And then 1 and 2. Oh, awesome. Send some of that gnocchi our way. That sounds absolutely delicious. And yes, we are indeed building the Steamboat Willie set right now. We're almost through the second set of bags. The third set of bags, unfortunately, is going to have to wait until Wednesday. But, yeah, so here's where we are so far. We are on step 108. And this fella here, this blue guy, there, and this. So, just like before, they could have just had us build both of these at the same time, to be honest, because they are not opposite of one another. They are actually the exact same build. I forgot a piece. There we go. That doesn't necessarily need a beep, beep, beep. But there we go. And that is going to slide right down in there. And now we're going to build around it to hold her into place. Do you know how long it's been since I've had gnocchi? It's been forever. It has been a very long time. My mother makes fantastic gnocchi. In fact, just about everybody, my mom and her sisters, they all do good work. The Italian food department. All right, and now I need a yellow one. So, white, black, yellow, and blue. Just like so. And then that whole assembly is going to go right here. Again, we're just keeping things in line. Now I need two green corner pieces that will go right here and here. And this plate goes right there. We'll add in two of these guys here and here, and some bricks. Fill things out down here. There's one, two, gray brick, right in the middle there, and now I'll need 4 of these. Now this 4x1 or 4x3 jumper gives us a little. Everybody who collects minifigures, the collectible minifigures, knows this piece pretty well. That piece is going to go right like so, and then we'll add in the remainder of these black pieces right here. Those really just hang off the edge like that? Yep, they sure do. And now these, we'll sort of cap those off right there. And that piece goes like so. Now watch what we've done here. Oh, what have we done here? Why aren't you moving? Why are you so caught up in there? Jostle that fellow back and forth. He should be nice and smooth like this particular, like this side here. But for some reason he's not. So let's investigate. It's like the side-by-side portion of it is not quite catching right, or it's catching a little too much. Let's see if we can rescue it. These little brick separator parts are rather extraordinary, I think. There we go. That's what it's supposed to do. So it appears that maybe one of our pieces was sort of cramping its style. Now, see, as soon as I put this piece on, it doesn't like that at all. Lost my telescope piece. Let's go back on there. That is very strange. That everything was fitting in there just fine. I'm going to pull this whole assembly out. Maybe. Here we go. Is there anything that would have kept that, that's making that stick out a little bit? Try this again. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and just put everything back together the way it is now. Oh, there we go. Sorry, this is probably not the most entertaining part of the build here. Troubleshooting this section. Because that should just knock right on down in there. Just by gravity, and it's not. I'll have to get that piece off the floor there. So I'm not exactly sure. Maybe once we have the actual smokestack on there, it'll weigh it down. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this stuff back together for now, and we'll hope for the best. What's the worst that could happen? All right. Because certainly not a compelling video watching me troubleshoot that smokestack build. All right. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it, Hoppers. All right. We'll add those pieces like so. And then these bricks right here. Well, we're getting more of a boat here, aren't we, folks? Lay these yellow pieces right on the inside, just like so. And now we need these two to go in. What are we missing here? What have we... Did I miss a whole page of stuff? No, indeed I did not. So... But I had to have, because it's asking for these yellow pieces. Let's see here. Let's try this again. Alrighty, so that goes like that and like that. This might be our problem. This might have fixed our problem that we were having. It also may not have, but like I said, we're going to press on. Now this goes here, and this goes here, and these fellas go here and here, and everybody's happy. All right, so moving on to step number 117, we've got more windows. 1, 2 windows, and 2 more single little brick pieces here. We're going to stack another one on top there. We're going to add some dark gray pieces here. Those dark gray pieces I'll show you in a moment, but they are providing a nice little effect for our windows to make them look black and white, because everything is going to look black and white. See how that gives us a neat little black and white look right in there on all of these windows. That's pretty cool. All right, moving on. We'll assemble this piece right here. Click. And then that guy goes here. Just like so. And now we're coming along just swell here. Look at how beautiful that boat is. Holy smokes. Sorry, I keep singing this boat's praises, but I'm just I knew I was going to like it, and it turns out I like it even more than I thought I was going to. So all right, these folks are going to go here and here. Stack these 2 1x4 light gray pieces. Those go right here. Now we need all 5. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just dump this little jar out here, this little container out. And those 5 will go right across top of this rear portion here. Now we're going to add in 2 of these that will go here and here on both sides, and then the smaller guys right adjacent to those. Then a yellow 1x2, another yellow 1x2 there, and then another one of the 4x2 or 2x2 modified bricks, just like so. Now these 2 guys are going to go facing outward like so, and then we have a nice long flat piece that'll fit right in like so. For the next step, we're going to add in these 2 guys right here to kind of hold all those together, and several of these green stud pieces. And then 2 yellow 2x2 pieces, which will go here and here. we seem to be getting rather close. Ooh, we're going to build smokestacks. I forgot about these pieces. They've all been sitting over here this whole time. So we're going to make 2 of these. We need these 4 pins and these 4 pins. Just like so. Oops, there we go. Oh, that was right. There's one. Now we're going to build a second one. Just like so. And those are going to stack right on top. Oops. Two. One and 2. And that all goes right onto here. And then clicks into place through, oh goodness gracious. Oh, there we go. We can get that together. Oh goodness. There we go. I feel like this should have all gone on before we put everything else together here. But there we have it. There's one. And let's see if the second one will go in without any trouble. There we go. Look at that. And, oh, our bird. This little telescope piece wound up to be a little perch for our bird friend. Just like so. And we have come to the end of today's portion of the build. So we got through 2 bags. We do have 2 pieces, 2 of these little guys extras left. Just 2 little 1x1 stud pieces. Those will go in there for now. And here's where we are. We have a hull. We have half of our steam stacks. Smoke stacks. We have our feature there. You can see those popping up and down like so. That's really neat. We're going to set that off to the side for today. I'll go ahead and put Mickey out here too. Haha, when are they going to finish my boat? Is what Mickey's saying. So, the next build, we'll finish out the rest of this. We'll make a mini. And that'll be that. Let's see here. And everything is going to stay just as it is for the time being. I won't work on it at all. I'll probably take a couple of pictures to post on Instagram if you want to head over there and take a look at it. I'm at JB for Reels over there. Sure love to have you taking a look at some of the other Lego sets that I've built and whatnot. My Instagram is pretty much all Lego build stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you haven't had a chance to follow yet, hit that heart, turn on notifications. If you have any suggestions or anything, you can reach out to me through Instagram. But in the meantime, I hope to see you all back here on Wednesday evening, 8:30 Central. And we'll build the rest of this fella. Oh, we had a little piece there that wasn't quite there. But until then, remember, you're awesome. Don't let anyone tell you any different, and don't let anyone treat you any different.